Hey, welcome back to DieCash Cars. So today we got a little Porsche mail call from our buddies over there at Mattel. We got the RLC Porsche 959 in red that actually just released a week ago. And surprise, surprise, it showed up in my mail a week later, which is pretty quick from a Mattel RLC standard. And then I got my Porsche 993 GT2 mail-in car, the first mail-in car for 2023. And that, on the other hand, took basically 2 months to get into my hands from the day that I shipped all my card backs and my receipts in for Dollar General. But it finally made it, and both of these castings are fairly significant in their own unique way. And I'm going to get into the reasons why you should be looking to add these to your collection. So let's get started. So first and foremost, Porsches right now in today's secondary market are just hot. I mean, everybody is looking for Porsches. I mean, everything from the ever popular Porsche 930 RWB that came out in silhouette and one other time in RLC, then going to the GT3 RS when it debuted in purple as a super treasure hunt, super popular, super sought after, and even going way back to my personal favorite, the 911 GT2. But we're gonna get things started off with the RLC 959, and guys, this thing is quite the beauty when it comes to RLC releases. A first edition, moving parts. It even has adjustable functional wheels that we actually haven't seen from any of the releases, whether that is retail or RLC, in quite some time, where you can actually adjust the spokes, whether you want a deep dish or you want it to be more flush with the body. The other really strange thing about this car, guys, is that of the 3 cars that I get with my RLC accounts, only one of them has this seal of authenticity from Porsche. And what I mean is, when you look at the other 2 cards on the back, the sticker is missing. I only got it on one of them, and I did make a community post on this, and I know some of you guys kind of voiced what you guys are seeing with some of the purchases that you guys made as well too. I mean, it seems about split. I feel like I know people who got 2 out of 4, some people who got 1 out of 1, so I feel like it's about 50% of these cars actually do have this sticker, seal of authenticity. I mean, I'll give you guys a closer look of what it says here. Just officially licensed product, Porsche. It even has a little serial number there too, so I wonder if that associates to some kind of quantity that Porsche and Hot Wheels and RLC actually put out. But at this point, we have no idea which one is more rare. I mean, if you had to really say one way or another, I would think you would want the seal on the back of your car to just make it official and authenticated by Porsche. I really feel like if you got ones without the sticker, that is just a reminder of the poor QC from Mattel. And if you didn't get the licensed Porsche sticker on your RLC and you're determined to get one, there is hope. So when I went to the store the other day, I did find and pick up this 1/24 scale Jada Toys Porsche 911 GT3 RS from the Fast and the Furious Fast X line. And as you can see, it's basically the same sticker that is being placed on the RLC. Same size, same detail, same hologram. It's even got the serialized number there on the right side. So, and again, I don't know the method to do this, but I would imagine some acetone might be able to get this sticker off, in which case you could then reapply it to the RLC. But regardless of the situation, I'm going to get one of these open. We can all take a deeper look at this casting because that is what truly matters. Take a look at the function, the interior details, the engine, just get an overall feel for this car. But here we go, getting it out of pack. And man, this blister was doing no justice for this car. Man, it just glimmers. Look at this thing. Opening hood. Got a bunch of engine detail in there. The black, the red, the silver paint. The interior is a gray, which goes with the wheels. Really nice model. A lot of good detail. Headlights, tail lights. Got all the turn signals painted in. Does have this little indentation here on the hood as well too. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I'm sure you Porsche aficionados can let me know in the comments what that is. I mean, even the spoiler, it's not just a solid chunk of metal. It actually does have a space that goes right through. So it technically, for a 1/64 scale, would be functional. And I do have one of the older castings of the Porsche 959. This one is made back in 1987. You can see it's metal body, metal base, and the overall silhouettes of both of these cars do look very similar. I mean, obviously the RLC is going to be a lot more detailed. I mean, way more definition, especially when you look at like the rear vents to, you know, the overall proportions of the car, the overarchings of the flares. I mean, even the front decals, you know, the old version, you can see it just has a Hot Wheels logo, whereas the RLC has an actual Porsche logo. But pretty cool. I mean, just the overall evolution of this cast, this car within Hot Wheels. I mean, as technology advances, they always look to improve on their castings. But pretty sweet to just have both of these side by side. This one, it's so funny. I actually found this not long ago, just maybe about a month or two ago at a local thrift shop, still in pack, but on a terrible card condition. So got it home, ripped it out right away. So it is pretty much mint out of pack. So glad to have this one to compare to the RLC version. And what's also pretty cool too is that I believe there is a black version of this RLC that's going to be coming out in the near future here, so it'll be nice to have both colorways, and hopefully I'll be able to get a couple of those and open one up so I can compare it to this red one as well. But definitely a winner for the year, guys. If you didn't get one, definitely try to figure out how you can get one into your collection, because this is definitely one that's going to be very sought after moving forward. And from a value standpoint, I think we can all safely say that the value is definitely going to be there, because it is in fact a Porsche right now in carded format on the secondary market. Right now it's sitting in that $65 price point, which is about double what it was from a retail standpoint, at roughly $33 off the RLC Mattel Creations website. And then there's the 993 GT2 Mattel car, the first one for 2023, and it is a stunner as well, similar to the Porsche 959. My one gripe with this car probably is these wheels. I mean, I don't think we'll ever see a Porsche with steelies, and definitely no redline tires on it, but I know that's just Hot Wheels being Hot Wheels, so you gotta respect it. But this cast, obviously significant. I would say probably the most famous GT2's gotta be the yellow one from Boulevard, which right now sells in the secondary market for upwards of $300. This one, being such a recent release, obviously it's not going to fetch that kind of price tag, but pretty significant for a Mattel car. Usually folks load up and get as many Mattel cars as possible every time they're offered. But this one, I would say, was a little bit more difficult because Dollar General just did not stock anything up. I mean, I basically waited on my Dollar Generals for about 2 weeks until they had adequate stock to where I could just get 20 cars in order to get this Mattel underway, which I think feeds into the overall scarcity, rarity, and secondary market value of this car, which right now is sitting around that $40 to $45 price point, which is a lot more than what Mattels typically go for right out the gate. I mean, usually they're sitting right around how much it would cost to get the 20 card backs and do all the Mattels. So usually they're sitting around that $30 to $35 price point at the most. But again, GT2, fairly significant cast. I would almost say that the GT2 is what ushered in the RWB, the 930. I mean, again, classic Porsche cast, modified giant whale tail in the back. That's essentially what you had with this GT2, which came out way before the RWB. And unfortunately, guys, I'm not going to be cracking this one open like I did the 959 from RLC. I am going to keep it carded and just kind of hold on to it right now. Possibly up for trades, just depending on what is out there and what is offered. But I really don't have a lot of GT2 presents within my collection. The only other one I have is this factory sealed Zamac from 2017. and this one is also just staying put in my collection for the moment. And just like in years past, hopefully I'll be able to get the factory sealed version of this Mattel car from the master set, which comes out early next year, 2024. But I've done that for very significant Mattel cars in the past. So like in 2020 there was the Skyline wagon, and then 2022 I got the factory seal version of the Subaru WRX STI right out the master set. So fingers crossed I'm able to get that opportunity next year. But definitely a cool Mattel, a cool cast. Hopefully you were able to get one when the promotion was still going on with Dollar General. If not, definitely keep your eyes peeled. I feel like this is one of the Mattels to get for the year. But that's what I got for you guys today. Let me know which Porsche you were most excited for, which ones you were able to add to your collection. Let me know if you got the sticker on your RLC 959 or not, and if anybody tries the method of taking off the sticker from the Fast and Furious, Jada toys, Porsches. Let me know if you had any success doing that. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on Diecast Cars.